Well, good morning and welcome to Grandfather's Garage. I'm Grandfather, and this YouTube channel is for my now 4 grandkids, Haneen, Roland, Una, and Helena. Good morning, kids, because they live too far away to come spend every Saturday morning in their grandfather's garage messing around. So this is my way of bringing the garage to them with all of its projects and some of life's tidbits. We're going to build stuff, repair things, do some fishing, take some field trips, all so I can share some time with them. We're glad you could join us, so let's go see what we're going to do today in the garage. Come on. Good morning. It's early spring, April, and I thought I would give you a quick tour of the garden since it's off to a really good start this year. As soon as we finish the tour, we'll dive into a garden trellis recycle project. In the lower section on the left-hand side is extra garlic that has been in the ground since the early fall. We just pulled the spinach and lettuce plants from the cold frame and put them in the main garden area. This is mostly just a variety of lettuces. This middle section holds my favorite garlic plants. There are about 75 bulbs in this section, and you can see they look like they're doing great. This section of the garden holds more lettuce. We eat a lot of lettuce around here. In this lower section, we have Malabar spinach close to the wall that will grow up the trellis, more lettuce, a tomato plant, and then onions planted out on the point. All of these spinaches and lettuces will fill in very nicely, and we've added a protective shading overhead so it doesn't cook in the August sun when it gets here. My real pride is the expanded blueberry and apple cage. This will keep the squirrels, birds, and the dogs out of my blueberries. The black mesh makes it so it blends with the plants in the background and isn't quite so ugly. These little guys are columnar apple trees, which only fruit right on the main trunk, so they're great for small spaces. They will grow taller, but don't bush out sideways like a typical apple tree does. There are 3 different kinds in here, tucked in with the blueberries. The blueberries are doing great this year. Very healthy, and you can see lots of clusters of blueberries taking hold. If the weather isn't too harsh, we should have plenty of blueberries to eat, share, and make into jam. You'll notice I have a good bit of twine that's used to support the branches because a lot of these branches have heavy clusters on them and I don't want them dragging on the ground. These guys on this side are my younger blueberry bushes, and though they have some netting over them, they are sort of sacrificial as the birds and the squirrels do get into them. Still, you can see a ton of berries on these bushes, and we'll get a lot for us as well. The project for this weekend is a recycle of an old garden trellis. The original circular trellis looked something like this, but the round circles that held it together rusted away. I cut off the circles and was left with 6 straight poles that were in fairly good condition. I decided to recycle them into a straight fence, something to protect the plants from the dogs running through them. I decided on a simple and easy design and laid it out on the ground
just to check the look and for measuring. Because these pieces are going to be welded back together, the paint had to be completely sanded off anywhere there would be a weld and where I needed to connect the ground. This is the new little welder I got, and so far it's been great. The wire feeds through the tip, and a clip allows the electrical circuit to be grounded and make the full loop. Since welding typically doesn't film very well because of the bright light, and my skills need work, I kind of skipped over the actual welding parts. I worked each weld, reset the pieces, then did the next weld until I hit all of the spots. The stone worked well to hold the pieces in place as I welded them. A little bit of grinding to smooth out the welds, a couple of re-welds to clean up my messy work, regrinding, and it's ready for primer and paint. Well, all said and done, and here's how it came out. As always, I hope you enjoyed our walk through the spring garden and also seeing this quick little recycle project. Thanks for visiting with us.